South superstars, Keon Kalamatangi, Tallis Duncan. Good on you, boys. I tell you what, boys, I haven't seen a worse injury toll than you blokes are enduring at the moment. Not just the players out, but the quality of the players. Keon, are you going to be back this year?
Yeah, I'm aiming to. Surgery went well, and my recovery's going ahead of schedule. So, if I'm ready to go, I'll definitely be back for the team.
And boys, we've got the man bag.
Yes.
Now, later on, we're going to find out what's in the bag.
Because you're the second bag man we've had on the show. Third bag man.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're a regular.
The other bloke got arrested. What about you, Tallis? How you going, mate? How you find the centres?
Yeah, it was a tough night the other night.
Yeah, it's all right.
But, yeah.
I noticed you didn't wear the headgear in the centres.
Yeah.
Is that because it's a bit easier out there?
Are you allowed to wear it?
Nah. I brushed it this year. I got it brushed for me, so...
Tell the story.
Oh, no. We'll just... And Wayno just said, do you really need it? I said, not really. And he's like, just get rid of it then.
I'll tell you what, Tallis, fair play to you, mate. It was a tough night the other night, but I thought you were outstanding. You did very well. Very good. What about...
Matty?
Yeah.
I saw that you went down to Bowral with the family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how was it?
It was sort of like a joint birthday thing, because I'm 27th,
Gotcha.
Trish is 29.
How was it down
She's
there?
a year older. I went down there, firstly, booked into a place, no TV.
Ooh.
And then, truthfully, I just watched it on your phone, no reception. So we actually, we played board games all the way along. And like things like charades and stuff like that.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
So let's play charades. What was Bowral like?
What was the barrel like?
Yeah.
One word.
Yep.
One syllable.
I mean,
A lot of squatters down there.
yes.
A lot of squatters.
I just want to say something straight away. It's a darling place.
Yes.
It's just that there was no TV
Gotcha.
and no reception, which meant no football.
Right, OK.
So, yeah. Now, on the show tonight, Fletch at the VB Bar. Give me 5 in the Sunday night inquiry with the boys. But, boys, it's a big win for the Sharks over the Cowboys at home. I tell you what, Sharks flying under the radar. Found a bit of consistency, 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have. They're starting to, they're winning games, let's put it that way. They're not winning pretty. This is probably their, Cowboys pretty much didn't turn up today. Like, there was a matter of just who was going to turn out in the second half for the Cowboys. They stemmed the flow of points. But, yeah, they're winning games, and that's all that matters for the Sharks.
Yeah.
As long as they get themselves in the semi-finals, who knows what they can do. But it was good to see their wingers and their back three starting to show the potential of what they have. They've been a bit quiet of late, their back three, so good games today.
The creative players, too, important. Nico Hines, Braden Trindle, particularly Brayley.
Yeah.
Like, Brayley's fulfilling the potential that they were talking about 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, no, I think he's a smoky for the Ashes tour at the end. Well, he's been their best player for the last 2 years. I think that he hasn't re-signed. I think they're a bit of a stalemate. So
Good timing.
Well, it is a good timing because the more, obviously, the better he plays and the longer he holds off, more dosh.
Yeah.
Is it true?
That's how they work.
That's how it rolls. Yeah. You blokes played them, tell us, you played them last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
How'd you find them?
Yeah, they were good. They had a lot of good ball, like a lot of field position, and then,
Yeah. It's that back three, the handful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Stopping that back three, the powerhouses. Now, early today, I tell you, it's the best win from the Tigers for a long, long time. 28-14. Just given all the circumstances of the game, like the Galvin situation, I tell you what, talking about flying under the radar, the Tigers have won 3 of their last 5.
Yeah.
Clearly a much better side than last year.
Yeah, it was a masterstroke by Benji too, putting this bloke here, Adam Dewey, in the halves. He had a stormer, basically set up the first 2 tries and got one himself. But I mean, the motivation for the Tigers was pretty evident, obviously with all the Galvin stuff. I know the crowd were looking forward to it, but I feel the players were up for this. And
Big time.
They just frustrated. They frustrated the Dogs out of this game. Their defence was great. They took every opportunity that they got, which sometimes has been probably their Achilles heel.
Showed some pace here, Dewey.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that quick.
Picking them up, throwing them down.
Yeah.
Hey, to see, it's one thing about the Dogs. The Dogs have struggled in wet weather football.
Yeah.
If you look at the style of football they play, it's a lot of short passing and stuff, a lot of passing in the line, which can be difficult to do in these conditions.
But also too, there a lot of long passing as well, which gives the defensive side, a chance to slide and get up. And they didn't want to try and take on the middle for the Tigers, where they were just trying to force it wide the whole time. The Tigers had it handled pretty well the whole game, and then they just got made them more frustrated, and they making more mistakes. The Dogs giving away penalties, and you could see the frustration on a few of the players.
Yeah,
like they didn't handle it at all. And the Tigers, they obviously handled the conditions a lot better. Yeah, it's a good try.
Well, maybe this is because they've gone with the lighter forwards. Maybe because it is wet.
Yes.
They can't punch through the middle.
I think you've just nailed it.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Thoughts, boys? You think the Dogs pack's a bit soft?
I mean,
Don't answer that clearly. What is in that bag? I need to know. What's in the bag? What do you keep in there?
It's my car keys, my wallet, my phone.
It's funny, you don't have pockets.
oh yeah.
Are you just not happy with the standard pockets? Because I know it's like your younger generation.
Or you just get pockets like Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cargo pants.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
In the right Dallas. Yeah.
No, I think we should all get a man bag. You say man bag? What do you call it? Satchel.
No, yeah,
What's the
man
correct
bag,
terminology?
You carry more than what's in your pockets, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, you're the man with the golden touch. I mean, last year we talked about the Gosnay oven.
Yeah.
You made it happen.
Yeah.
So is there any company out there, do you think, that specialise the top of the tree, the creme de la creme of man bags?
What would it be? Coach? They're pretty
Yeah, they're pretty good, yeah.
What's that one? Fendi?
It's Lewis,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Louis.
Fendi? Are many of those luxury items, those bags, are they making them, are they unisex?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Sex, yeah. You just take the strap off and you can
Solid.
hold it.
Right, fair enough,
It's like the old back in the days of Batman, the Adam West type Batman, the utility belt, just had everything in it.
Have you read that? I won't get into the book.
No, that's all right. Just wait. Yeah, I know. Behind the scenes, hardcore. Him and Burt Ward.
Holy hell.
Now, Galvin at full time. He was the big story, and plenty went down through the game. There were plenty of booing. I must say, none of it was mean spirited. He at the end there, he and Jerome. He just look as footballers. You just get on with it, don't you? Like really, there you go. I tell you what, boys. Talking about Adam Dewey before, just Keon, you were playing with Adam. I've got to say, mate, you talk about good timing. He's off contract at the moment. Best football of his career.
Yeah, moving to lock, I think, he's a big body for a back when he was playing in the centres, and I think he's just skillful. He can kick the ball, he can pass really well. So I think lock sort of unlocks that for him, and I think it suits him well.
It was funny, Keon, watching him come through the grades with you guys. Saw him play fullback, saw him play centres, saw him play 6. 7, he just couldn't find his position. But you see him now; he's put on a lot more size since then, and it looks like 13's his spot.
Yeah, and I think Benji has probably gave him the confidence to do that, and obviously he's moved around a fair bit, Dewey, but I'm happy for him that he's able to find the position and lock it down.
And jumped in out of the played in the halves today and went in there, but he was playing like there was a lot more short ball playing. Like he was playing more like a back rower. I suppose that's...
Well, he had a couple of games at lock, but he didn't get a chance to get his hands on the ball because he slotted into a defensive role, sort of lock, where he got caught up doing too much tackling. He was caught at the ruck, so he has to make tackles. And I thought his attacking game suffered over the last couple of weeks. So Benji's made the right move for this game, sticking back in the halves, because he knows how to bring the players onto the ball. He's got the vision to be a half, but look, I think a few more games at lock get him a bit fitter, get him to understand the position a bit more. I think he could be a good 13.
I think going forward,
they can't afford to lose him. I know
the Dragons are sniffing, aren't they?
Well, I think it's got to do with money, but I just feel that there's not many players out there who have got... He can play half, as you mentioned.
And he's not backwards coming forward. He was interviewed on radio at full time.
Yeah.
And they asked him, they said, well done. He said, if Richo's listening, what about that? He said, I reckon hopefully... he said, hopefully I've had a couple of zeros to the contract.
Yeah.
I thought, well, good on him.
Zeros or just a zero?
Just as... Maybe he's right, zeros a lot.
Just one.
I mean, 2 would be delightful. Now, my Maccas I'm loving at the moment were the other night, the Dolphins going for the try after given a penalty. They had the opportunity, scores were level, an opportunity to go for the golden point or draw things up, and they said, you know what, no, they were down to 12 men as well. They went for the try. and amazing. They pulled it off. To go for the try firstly with 12 men, I think shows a hell of a lot of belief, but then hold their nerve under pressure and pull it off.
Well,
says a lot about the team.
Yeah, they had an opportunity to level the score with the penalty goal. They just said, no, let's have a crack here. That's obviously, they're just backing their confidence in, knowing they probably could have scored a try, which they ended up doing. But the whole game, I thought I don't think they were ready to have a Warriors side that was going to put up such a fight.
Yeah.
It was Warriors with all their injuries.
That's
you
right.
know, they thought they were going to just be an easy beat, but the Warriors did outstandingly.
Mate, the wire's over there. It's a hard win regardless of who's wearing the jersey. And you just see with the Warriors, I mean, just the amount of injuries and key men that have been injured really has put the brakes on their season. But, mate, Fletch, mate, the Dolphins, a step closer to playing finals football.
Yeah, big game next week. I think they've got the Chooks up there. So the bad news is obviously their strike centre, Herbie's going to be out. Well, we don't know how long it is.
Well, look nasty, though. Like, it looks like... Are they saying up to 8? Could be up to 8 weeks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
You ever done a hammy, boys? No.
Again, why is it?
I've done it.
It's always 4 to 6 or 8.
Yeah, it's got to be an odd number.
Yeah, it's got to be an odd number. I'll say 5 to 7.
I'm going to say, I want someone to come and say 7 to 9.
Yeah,
There it is. There it is. There. Look at that.
Same as when you get suspended. Why is it always even numbers?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are the odds done to us?
Exactly.
It didn't miss him.
I tell you, boys, got to go back to the Shire and talk to one of our favourites. Tommy Hazelton's going to join us. Tom, we wanted to have a chat to you. Your first game back for a while. How'd you feel, brother?
Yeah, obviously the lungs were hurting a little bit, but, 11 weeks is a long time to be out, and, just excited to get back in with the boys in the back end of the year, and, to come in when the boys put a performance in like that's unreal. So, yeah, happy to be back.
Hazo, it's Fletch. Now, I know you've re-signed with the Sharks, so congratulations. I believe you went up to Newcastle and knocked them back. What was it about Newcastle that you hated?
I'm from Goulburn, mate, so weather's not cold enough up there for me.
Yeah, Tommy, it's Heine, mate. Well done on a great win. Conditions there, nice and sloppy. You're a bit of a mud runner from back at Goulburn days. How'd you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a bit like being back home in a way, mate. It's got pretty sloppy out here in the second half, but, thankfully the first half we had the wind and took advantage of it. They're a quality side. They threw the ball around a lot there in the second half. Got a few points on us, but we scrambled well in the mud, and just happy to get the 2 points. It was an important one for us, obviously. Paul Green medal too. He's a big part of our club, and we wanted to get the win for him and his family tonight as well.
Yeah, of course, mate. Tommy, mate, just a question. Did you change jerseys at half-time? Because you're a little bit... You're quite clean.
Yeah, how'd you tell? All right, but anyway, thanks, mate.
Hey, Tommy, massive game next week, not just in terms of the top 4 and the top 8, but up against the Dragons, brother. Good luck.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
There it is, Tommy Hazelton. And, big game coming up against the Dragons, the local derby.
Yeah.
So to speak. Now, the Roosters, 20-4 over Manly. Again, mate, this time of the year, all these games count. This one was a big one. This is a 4-pointer for the Roosters, Fletch. Won it on the back of defence, smart kicking, discipline.
Yes, Sammy Walker had a hand in all 3 tries, but I was out at this game and I got a real appreciation of how fit Tedesco is. So every play, I mean, we know him for his attacking ability, but he had 2 try savers. I think the one in the second half was a beauty. But yeah, the Chooks, there's still a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, because they've got to win 4 out of the last 5 to get into the 8. But next week's a big game.
Sammy Walker returning. Since returning, it was his best performance. But you said it, Fletch. It's shaping towards the end of the year. It's going to be cutting it fine, getting into that 8. And guess who they got last round?
Yeah.
You blokes, Keon. It's just always the way.
Well, I was talking to Keon at the end of in the green room, and I said, mate, are you a chance to come back, or you just wait till next year? And he goes, yeah, I want to be back to play the Roosters. And I said, that'll come down to if they make the 8. And he goes, that's why I want to play. That's what it's... That's what it is.
That is.
Yeah, so
it's good.
It's always something's going to happen. Did you play in Sin Bin Sunday?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was
awesome.
Not the best game or what? Fantastic. Yeah. When you grow up in the game, and like the game in the 70s, right? Particularly I'm from around the coalfields. Honestly, it was. got to be careful here. It was violent. It was a very violent game, right? There was always a real sense of menace in the crowd.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just took you, the way the crowd was that day and everything, it was just, I was in hog heaven. Anyway, Hindy.
Yeah, guys, my Maccas I'm loving at the moment came from that actual game. It was Angus Crichton's try in this one. Great work from the boys here from the Roosters here. A bit of a half break here. Teddy obviously doing what he does best and supporting. And then a couple of options there. Finds Walker on the inside there, but not tackled. This little kick here. The Toops here does an outstanding job of getting that kick. And then, of course, Crichton scores.
I can't believe you're not a ball-by-ball commentator.
Well, that's what I do.
Rossi must be shitting himself. Seriously.
Well, he must be, yes. But good team try there.
Very good team try. Now, Melbourne Storm 16-10 over Parramatta. Hindy, let's go again with you. Storm did what they had to do. Without Jerome Hughes, they weren't overly impressive. They got the job done. I know we're praising the Eels. People go, oh, mate, people are always praising the Eels, and they didn't win. But again, just further improvement in this young side.
Oh, yeah, they did. They dug their heels in, which is what I think has been the massive improvement where, you know, the start of the season, they were paper-thin defence, and they've hardened a lot. Obviously, that try there wasn't good, but that's what we were seeing a lot at the start of the year from the Eels. And they never gave up. But on saying that, you know, the Storm, their kicking game wasn't on. Pappenhausen missed a few goal kicks there, but which kept the Eels in it. So and I still don't think the Storm have really fired this year. So it's a little bit scary, the fact that they haven't.
There's been some of those Sundays.
There's been games where they've just they've snuck through and haven't really done the full 80 minutes.
As we've said numerous times, the games, once they're bread and butter, the games, you know, they have to win. They're looking for a really big statement performance at night, and you're still waiting for it. Fletcher?
Yeah, my Maccas I'm loving at the moment was, well, we saw it last week. The great Eels legend Nathan Highmarch was down at training last week. Guess what happened? They beat the Broncos. So Rolesy got him down there again. There he is. He's doing his best. They didn't get there. And so last week was defence. Yeah. He was the attack coach. It was the attack coach this week. Have a look at Jermaine Hopgood here. Gets in. This is Nathan.
This
is it. Bang. And you might, if you haven't seen Nathan Highmarch, this is exactly him. Have a look at it. So you got it. You got.
You did that one, right, didn't you?
So well done. You're going to go down this week?
Yeah, dickhead. Yeah, I will. Yeah, we're back. We're firing.
With you, mate. Why can't you throw the ball forward?
Well, because it's not in the rules. That's why.
Okay, fair. I was just looking after you there.
Sorry, mate.
Now,
shut up, Dallas.
Dragons 18-12 over the Ravens. I tell you what. Well done to the Dragons because, mate, they've lost some close ones this year. As far as Canberra's concerned, mate, I reckon, I'm not saying it's the loss they had to have, but I think it'll do them the world of good. If you look at the way they were playing, sometimes when sides go on big, long winning runs, oftentimes when the loss finally comes, you look back at where, you know, basically how your football's evolved, and they've started to become a team where basically they're looking for attacking shootouts.
Well, you can kind of see that because the reaction from Ricky on the sideline, there was none of his usual, you know, ranting, raving, all that. He was quite calm on the sideline, which meant, you know, if we lose this one, boys, look, no big deal. But you know, credit to the Dragons, the game management there, knowing when to go for goal. You know, Flanagan kicked very well.
He did.
Luciano Leilua on the edge was outstanding. So a good, tough, gutsy win by the Dragons, who have been thereabouts all year and finally get one.
Hey, have you played against the Raiders, Tallis?
Yeah, that was my debut.
Yeah, right.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, we versed them up there.
Fast team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They beat us up there.
Yeah. Mate, they're having an outstanding season. Now it's time for Jim Bean's dynamic duo. Some things are just better together. And, mate, I love this. Again, Keon has been a child of the 70s in rugby league. Back in the day before they kicking twos, we just had sand. So you would see this stuff all the time, you know, and again, better for the environment, Hindy, isn't it, than the plastic. But look at this.
Sorry.
That's right, mate.
Sorry. Brian's talking.
And look at this, just combining. Putting the finger on the ball.
It's the result that matters, I think, once you do this sort of stuff. And whack. It goes nowhere near it.
Well, you've got to blame. You've got to blame Hudson for that.
You blame the holder because he's obviously released too early. The ball started to tilt, and it's put off.
I think he had too much pressure on the finger. Always better just put the pinky on there.
Little tiny bit.
Steady it. Yeah. I tell you what, Tallis, you having a good time?
Yeah, it's good.
You do it where you can.
Yeah, no, great song.
Well, I tell you what, the show is about to climax because we are going to Fletch at VB Bar.
Thank you, Matthew. Great word that, Matthew. Climax, great word.
It's Fletch.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard after round 22. Now, Keon, you've been featuring in here pretty much every week, other than your injury. But have a look at the front rowers. 1, 2 and 3. Big Mo, Stefano and Joey Tarpany. They're the leaders here. But look, the award we're going to give it to this week, our man, he's a friend of the show. He's a friend of everyone, Alex Twal. So, Twally, 60 points, 18 runs, 100 metres, 26 tackles. He's playing front row now. He started off as a lock forward as back row, but now he's found his feet. But the reason why we're giving him this, I don't know if you saw this on Thursday night, but him and his wife, beautiful wife Gabby, put on one of the greatest Lebanese barbecues I've ever been involved with.
Can you get the meat?
Hang on, let's wait.
PlayStation.
Boys, we can't accept this. Wagyu.
Yeah, that's liquid gold.
That is liquid gold.
That's awesome. That is beautiful.
Boys, get in this.
Good.
Babe, do you want to come mix the tabbouleh for the boys?
This is sick.
My mother made something last night. I want you boys to give it a red hot crack. It's a delicacy in our culture. And
What is it,
delicacies. No, mate, this is my mother's hard work.
Are they testicles or something?
No.
This is tabbouleh.
Tabbouleh. It's like that joke. Why do Lebanese go to school?
Why do Lebanese go to school?
Tabbouleh.
Oh, to bully people.
bully, yeah.
Oh, right.
You never heard that?
That was a funny one.
Rampage.
Yo.
Bring some skills over here for the boys, please.
Oh, winner.
What do you reckon, boys?
Grouse. Music.
Without further ado, we've got some Arat here.
Arat.
Yeah.
Is it alcoholic?
Oh, I think it's got a tinge, something like 95%.
95%.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't drink?
This isn't drinking, this is culture.
Oh.
There's a difference.
I love it. It's not drinking, it's culture. Yes.
Oh, yes. He should get on catering, doesn't he? Like, Twal's catering, I think he would be quite successful. Anyway, last week we gave away 50k. Well, VB did. They gave it to the Warragamba Wombats. And have a look at this. This is the Wombats. This is them at the clubhouse. Just getting around it, so that 50k is going to be well spent. So thoroughly deserved for the mighty Wombats. And thank you to VB for the big leg up.
I must say, of all the things I love most in the world, the novelty check's up there.
How good are they?
Oh, I'd love it. Even if it's $100, it's just like...
Have you ever got a novelty check? When was the last time you wrote a check?
I don't hand... Sorry? Yes. I don't know, Fletch.
No. Are they still, like... Is it legal now?
I don't know. I'm not really sort of that sort of guy that does that sort of... Well, I mean, I don't own a computer.
Finance.
Well, you can
No
put your
emails.
checkbook in your man bag. Like that's.
Yeah.
There was. Just back in the day, when you travelled overseas, remember you took the traveller's checks?
Traveller's checks. Don't leave home without them. Was that Kojak?
Was it Kojak?
Pretty sure it was Kojak.
That was American Express.
There you go. Don't leave home without it.
I tell you what a show that was, hey, Kojak. Wonderful.
Kojak was a
always
ball
got his man. Same with Columbo.
Yeah. I think he had alopecia, so I don't know whether he...
Oh, did he really?
I'm pretty sure.
What about Angela Lansbury? What was she?
Murder,
She wrote.
What about Remington Steele?
Oh, yeah. Oh, mate, saucy.
He-Man.
Sorry, He-Man.
Yeah.
We talked about He-Man last week. I got in trouble talking about Fisto. Anyway, let's go to a break, I think.
Magnum PI. Excellent, very much. Oh, and who would, mate, the original and the best?
Hey.
Cop Shop. Remember that back in the day? Old Gil Taco. Right, I'm going to take a break now, face-to-face this week, part 2 with Greg Inglis.
You're there to do your best for your team, for your state. Opportunities are there and you've got to make the most of opportunity.
Oh, the sleeping giant is back. I woke him up, I'm sorry.
It was like I was in this zone and everything just slowed down.
2014, did it have a sense of destiny?
We just had this determination, this self-belief.
Burgess, and taken by Graham. Something's happened with Sam Burgess.
Looked at him and I said, I know you can do it, be you, just be Sam Burgess.
Inglis to celebrate it.
You just had that sense of feeling. You can hear the crowd roar. I just wanted to hold it and just share that moment. It's like, can't take this one away.
Welcome back, gang. This week's Rugby League Bazaar takes us back to 2011 with Manly taking on the Bulldogs. Let's have a squiz. How bizarre!
15 minutes left and Matty, everyone's just stopped and Ryan dropped off and Matty went again, fullback to beat, around him, he can't stop him, Idris, and Steve Matty has scored one of the more bizarre tries you will ever see. Why, oh why, did Canterbury just stop?
Did they hear a whistle? I didn't hear a whistle. It wasn't a whistle. And Matty knew it, he just kept going. It was a Canterbury marker who thought he was offside, and no problem at all with that. Reynolds stops, they let him go. And look at him, he just keeps beating players, one after the other. They've just fallen off each other, they've bumped into each other. Canterbury defenders, Andrew Ryan, the most experienced player out there, lets him go. Matty keeps going. Barber was a chance, but Idris came over the top and knocked him out of the way. That's crazy.
Welcome back to the show. Now, it's time for Give Me Five. Now, yesterday, well, I'll tell you what, it was the back end of the game, another Nathan Cleary masterclass, 30-26, Penrith over the Titans. The first half, honestly, you went into half-time, it was 24-0 Penrith, and I'm thinking to myself, mate, this could end up 60. In the first half, Isaiah Yeo, Blaze Talangi and Nathan, they just combined beautifully.
Yeah, it was certainly a game of two halves. I was with you, Matty. I thought this will get to 50. But to the Titans' credit, they got a bit of ball in good areas. And as we know, we speak about it every year. They're such a talented side. They just, for whatever reason, it hasn't worked for them. But they were looking at two in a row, going over last week and winning over there, and then up against the four-time premiers. I thought, they're going to get the cash. But yeah, just a little bit of magic at the end. Unfortunately, the Titans beat on the bell.
Well, let's have a look at the second half. Like 24-0 down, and they scored. You went, OK, consolation try, and just kept scoring. The bloke in the last 2 weeks who was playing the best football of his career is Jaden Campbell. Yeah. And it's funny, there was a rumour a couple of weeks ago that he was being offered around, and it might have just been the circuit breaker he's needed. A little bit like Adam Dewey as well. You know, suddenly it's contract time and he's played his best football, because Jaden in this game was just superb.
Well, the thing is, like, he came through as a fullback, and they needed a halfback. Obviously, Foz was out for a long time with that injury last year as well as this year. So it's probably taken him 12 months to understand what it takes to be a halfback, because I'd imagine he's not the loudest voice on the field. He comes across as a pretty shy kid. And at halfback, you've got to be able to boss people around.
He's very, very good. Nathan Cleary, we were talking about it before. As you said, you were watching the game in the first half and thought, they've kicked clear, it could be 40 or 50. And then all of a sudden you looked up and he's gone for the field goal and you thought it was just sort of him taking the piss. But it was one they had to kick. Now, this is amazing for a couple of reasons. I mean, just the distance is enough. But to catch a ball off that type of pass, you are actually kicking on your heels. It is such a difficult kick. And when he was there, as soon as he hit it, you go, mate, you know he's going to nail it.
We break it down before that. The pass that has to get to him.
Yes.
Good ball, Mitch Kenny.
Great ball.
On his wrong side, 20-odd metres, to try and hit Nathan Cleary under pressure. So
great ball.
Great kick. It just kept going.
And then into Golden Point, and it was the match win. And what's interesting here, Nathan knew on this last play here, he pushed himself out to second receiver because he knew that the second receiver was the bloke who's going to have to throw the absolute pass. And you just see it there. Just delayed it half a second. It was just enough to send McLean through, and then Blaze got his double. Playing good Blaze Talangi too, but boys,
they're 1 point
Penrith keep rolling on.
They're 1 point out of the four. Like, it's amazing. After round, what were they last? Round 12, halfway through?
They're $31 at 1 point.
It's all about gambling.
I know it's not all about gambling. But what
Come on, mate.
It's just indicative. It's indicative. I know.
Game.
They were long odds.
By the way, did you get on?
No, I don't gamble. Okay. They might slap on the pokies occasionally, but that's about it. Now, two other big... No, I'm only joking, Trish. Two other big moments. I tell you what, they feel aggrieved about this to Gold Coast. The Phillips semi, no try.
Well...
I thought this was... I thought it was a penalty try, and I actually thought that Ryan might have went to the sin bin as well.
Well, you're thinking that's a penalty try because he's whacked him fair across the chops. You can tell he went limp, hence the reason he's put his foot into touch. He's managed to control the ball, put it down, but they got a penalty out of it. But he did not miss him.
Yeah.
Did not miss him, and he's obviously put the foot into touch.
Like Brian had admitted himself, he's very lucky not to be.
I thought that was the rule. I thought it was the rule. It's either 10 in the bin or penalty try.
Now, boys, the Penrith trainers. They can certainly find a headline. We've had the one where chirping at the opposition.
Yeah.
We've had the
Watergate.
Water on the balls, footballs. And we've had the latest one is, of course, disrupting the kicker.
Yeah. Well, he knew what he was doing.
No, he didn't.
He did.
That is an honest mistake.
No.
Honest mistake. You can see by his reaction.
They do it all the time.
Right, let's go to Tallis. You're judge and jury. Deliberate
Dallas,
or accident?
Come on, what have you got?
I don't know. I reckon
deliberate. Good boy.
Yeah, deliberate.
Deliberate.
I reckon
he knew what he was doing, Nathan. You're
mistake.
Yeah,
No,
mistake.
You're just sticking up for Westies.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And what's wrong with that, mate?
Hindy, we're all one country, mate. Stop dividing east, west, and north,
You're a mad
south.
divider.
You started that, man. I didn't say that.
No.
I walk. I told you that.
Don't.
I walk.
No. Hindy,
You've heard it. I've
Hindy,
said it.
mate, you've got to us over a bell. We'll never find someone as negative as you. And that's Because Tallis, everything, we say this, we sort of peel the curtain back. A show has a certain dynamic. It's like Seinfeld. You know, you had Jerry, who's the logical one, and so on and so forth. On this show, Hindy's the negative one. So if you find him get a little bit too positive, just give him a slap on the leg.
Dallas, I don't get.
He's already doing it.
It's Tallis, not Dallas, by the way. Now, the NRLW Magic Round was on. It's just, mate, it was such a shame it rained up in Newcastle. Honestly, it would have filled the stadium. But some terrific games of football. This one, first ever draw in NRLW, 14-0 between the Dogs and the Titans. The Chooks Fletch, big win over the Tigers up there. The next game was a bit, mate. Broncos get it done again. And
I've got to say, their handling was better than the men's.
Exceptional.
Yeah. Yes.
Very, very good.
Guys, I had a bit of an eye catcher out of.
And just this one here, Hindy, sorry. I just want to make mention to her. That is Ivana Lauatiti.
Which is Ali's
daughter.
Lauatiti's daughter.
Ali Lauatiti. So Ali...
On debut.
On debut. It's the first game.
Yes.
I think Ali was in the stands.
There he is. Up there
he is.
On. Yeah.
And I was telling Tallis before about it. I said, mate,
he was...
Honestly,
he was a freak.
He was
absolute freak.
I'm talking like
LT,
Arthur Beetson type skills.
Yes.
He was just phenomenal.
He had footwork. He had smarts. He used to park himself on the short side. He had the best offload going around.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, he has a couple of breakout seasons and goes to Super League. It was weird.
Well, I tell you, we wish him all the best. Congratulations, Manu. Proud of the family. Really, really good. Hindy?
Yeah, a bit of an eye catcher out of this game, which I hadn't seen in a while. So this came from the Dogs-Titans game, the first game of the round. And this is Shannon Muru. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So she's copped a bit of a knock here, but this is what I enjoy. The old play the ball the wrong way. There we go. So there we go. That's it. Which we haven't seen that since Marty Bella.
No,
Don't you think they should allow that to go back and do it again? I feel like she's had an honest mistake.
Mistake or deliberate? It's the trainer thing again.
Yeah.
Mistake. That's a mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah.
Trainer
Dallas?
was...
Mistake.
Keon, trainer?
Yeah, mistake.
Now, just once again, we showed it before. Thank you to the Twal family and, of course, the band, the Cedars, which we can book anything you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to go for a wedding, they'll do anything, honestly, as long as you pay them. And I'll tell you what, when they came on the other night to surprise the boys, what's the reaction of these two palookas?
Tonight, guess what we're doing? Giving out...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, I've got a bit of a disc bulge in my neck.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I went like that, because I tensed and it squeezed it out and infected it. I went, like that.
Yeah.
So I did cupping the other day for the first Friday morning.
Sorry?
Cupping. You know where they put the cups on you? Have you had that done, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, that was outstanding. I enjoyed
different.
that. Why is that funny? Dallas? Why is that funny?
We just thought of a funny joke.
Like that scene in Pulp Fiction. Anyway, it's time for this. The TikTok ladder. The TikTok ladder is here. So have a look at this. The TikTok ladder. The Bulldogs were flying last time we looked at the ladder, but the Warriors have snuck up and they're now equal top. So what this is obviously their social media. Over the years, we've seen some cracking ones. Let's go to, I think this is this the Canberra Raiders doing the Raiders? Look, this is the 20 centimetre challenge where you have to pull the tape measure exactly on 20 centimetres. This is high quality, this sort of stuff. The next one, 18 centimetres. Cowboys are next. Oh, geez, he's impressive. Bang! Oh. This is the Cowboys. So the Cowboys are doing the Powerade challenge. It's a bit like the Pepsi Coke challenge back in the day. But look what they do here, the sneaky bastards. The last one's pickle juice.
Powerade, sorry.
All right, Scotty, drink water. Sharks, they did the headphones challenge. So have a look, listen to this.
Toby Rudolph is a pest.
Okay.
Toby
Rudolph
is a pest.
But.
Pest.
Pass.
Ooh, close. Pest.
Bun.
Pest. He's a pest.
I don't know.
Pest, bro. Pest.
Oh, pest.
Yes, very good. But Nathan actually came up with this earlier in the year, didn't you? So you're a bit of a pioneer on this. So we caught up with the Bunnies boys at the start of the year. Take a look.
Wooden spoon.
Who's getting the spoon?
Close. Close.
Wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon.
Yep.
Ah.
Okay, go on. All right, you ready? Wayne Bennett wears adult diapers.
Wayne Bennett?
Wears adult diapers.
Lane's Uncle Choppers.
Can I borrow Josh Addo-Carr's phone charger?
Can I borrow Josh Addo-Carr's phone, something?
Yeah. Close.
That's pretty good.
How much money has Russell Crowe given you that you store cash in your freezer?
None.
All right, so we're going to have a new challenge and we're going to get the boys to do it. So, Matthew, do you mind if I get up here?
Oh, go, yeah.
Okay,
please.
so you know that. So, what we need to do here. So, you know the song, Whitney Houston's song, I Will Always Love You?
Actually written by Dolly Parton.
There you go.
There you go.
So, there's a bit in it where it's pausing and then the drum, beat drums in.
Yep.
Drops in. So, I've got to try and time it and do exactly like the song. Let's go, Cleggy.
Those pants.
Did I get it?
No.
Okay, you're up, Nathan. Next one up.
How do we know we can hear it?
You don't. You don't know. You just got to wait for the drop. All right. All right, ready? Let's go. Go. Wait for the drop. Dallas, you're up. Dallas. All right. Go on, Dallas. Come on, Dallas. Ready? Feel the music, brah. You got nothing. You ready? I think Keon's winning. Keon's winning. Oh, no, sorry. Tallis is winning. Here we go. Ready? Feel it. Okay. You ready? Let's go. Think it stinks. Tallis won that.
Tallis
well
won.
done, bro.
Congratulations, Tallis.
Very good.
Anyone who wants to set? Oh no, sorry, Mark on audio. Hey, Mark, I apologise.
Sorry, mate.
Please don't take it out
Those
of my way.
pythons you got there.
Hey?
You're lifting too much weight.
Yeah, no, it's a gift from God. It's my old man. It's a gift. It's in the DNA. We're going to take a break now. Don't miss the Xavier Savage documentary. Comes out Wednesday night.
So that's my middle name, Kupian. It originates from Badu Island, where I'm from. It means a lot, just to remind myself where I come from.
50 from the Savage family that have driven over from Cairns, so they will experience Zave's 50th game all together.
He has that much pride. He want to play for those people.
The experience on a whole has probably made me close to Xavier.
He's just a skinny little fella, and you could tell the potential that he had.
I know he inspires a lot of us.
To trust someone else with your kid is a big thing.
Probably 98% of my family is in Cairns, so it's home, that's my story.
On the field, it's like he's a whole different person. When he comes back, it's just the Zave we know. I like that.
I'm Xavier Savage, and this is where it begins.
The razzle! The dazzle!
He was ready. He had set this goal and he was ready.
If you're going to commit 100%, family has to come second.
Seen him come down as a kid and grow into a man he is today, and it's credit to you guys.
I always tell you, these are my why I do what I do, and why I'm out there giving it my all.
Welcome back to the show Sunday night inquiry. Let's talk about that game. Broncos 60 over South 14. Tallis, we've spoken about the game. It was a tough one. Well, the second half it blew out. You blokes held your dukes up for most of the game. I think Wayne said it best. He said after the game, the boys just hit the wall, as I expected the young blokes to do.
Yeah, I felt like we were in it in the first half, and then we spoke about a few things at half time. We didn't want them to score early in the second half, and then that's where we failed. They come out and scored within like 4 minutes or something like that, and then it just felt like we couldn't really get it back from there.
It's hard to we spoke about this before. Once the Broncos just kick clear a little bit, it allows them to relax and play football.
Yeah,
makes them doubly difficult to stop.
How was it playing in the centres?
Yeah, it was pretty good up until probably up until last night, so Stags had a bit of a field day. So.
Have you played centres before?
No.
I mean, you've done a terrific job.
Yeah.
Played really good.
It's a hard position.
You're a try-scoring machine out there in the centres.
No, thanks.
Is that somewhere you'd like to stay?
No,
probably not. Just whatever the team needs.
Here's one for you. How much easier is it on the lungs out in the centres?
Yeah, you're making a lot less tackles, yeah.
A lot less tackles.
Yeah.
Because, Keon, you've moved into the middle from the edge back row into a middle role now. How have you found that adjustment?
Yeah, I think, it's not going to say it's easier, but defensively in the middle, you're at marker a lot. So you're not having to retreat 10 metres compared to, if you're back row, a lot of kick chasing back row. So I feel like as a middle, it's a little bit sort of easier on your body and your lungs in a way. Maybe that's why I'm
That's a different take. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Now, Tallis, your first name, obviously, is the surname of one of the greats, Gordon Tallis.
Yep.
Is it true you're named after the great Gordon Tallis?
Yeah, that's true.
You're right?
My dad was a big fan of him.
Okay.
Not in that way, but
no.
As a kid.
We've got some vision of you meeting Gordon for the first time. I think we've got it here. What was it like when? What was it like here? Is this legit the first time you met him?
Yeah, this was the first time I met him. I didn't get much out, I was pretty nervous.
I tell you what, mate, he can talk your ears off.
Now, after meeting Gordon and listening to his stories that go nowhere, I don't think it's too late to change your first name. Would you like to change your first name? No.
I like it.
But you've met him away from the cameras. How is he?
Yeah, he was heaps nice. He gave me his number and that, and just.
Oh, did he? For advice?
Yeah, just for advice and that. Just if I ever need anything About footy and that.
Yeah, Rolex.
Free car.
Yeah,
You'll get your free car and watch.
That's right.
Are you sponsored by anyone?
Not at the moment.
Ooh, okay.
Well.
Put them up there. Put those Nikes up. Would you like to be sponsored by Nike?
Yeah, they're all right, eh?
Well, Nike, if you're listening, he'd like some
Fine
gear,
young
please.
player here. Yeah.
Absolutely, fine young player,
Yeah.
upstanding young gentleman.
Yep.
Very good.
Keon,
Jordan will look
are you
after.
named after anyone?
Nah, just a random name, I think. Just a
Have you ever met another Keon?
Nah, there's an NFL player named Keon Coleman. But that's all I know. They have the same name as me.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
I remember there was a guy called Matheson Johns. They called him Matty Johns. He played for Penrith.
yeah.
So I saw him one day and I thought, he's obviously named after me. I went up and said, "G'day, mate. How you going?" He went, "Yeah, good, mate." We'll take a break. Hit me up next.
And Norris separated by nothing. The two McLarens are side by side again. What an extraordinary sight. The McLarens collide. Game on at the front. This blockbuster season continues. The best drivers out there fighting for a win. I cannot believe what I've just seen. This is what Formula One is about.
Let's have a look at the ladder as we move towards the finals. Yeah, look, that's where you see that middle of the table is just so jammed there at the moment. Just have a look at the buys and whatnot. You've got the buys. Shah's got another one left, but mate, every game from here on in is a big game for those sides. Teams pushing to get into that top four, others just trying to get in the 8. It's going to be a great end of season. Now, welcome, Hammy, mate. All that learning.
Yeah, dogs learn today, don't they? Nice to teach for a change, wasn't it? Yeah. How about Adam Dewey? How good's he going? Unbelievable. I was had a chat with the Tigers fan at half time. I said, since when did Adam Dewey turn into prime Joey Johns? Yeah. And he goes, I don't think I ever saw Joey play that good. Tough to argue. Tough to argue. He was on fire today.
He was.
Very
going
good.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Now, people having a crack.
Yeah, Sportsbet, of course, proud supporters of people having a crack. And speaking of Joey, this week it's actually going to be him. So Thursday night, Will Penasini gets put on a report for a chicken wing. So the post-game interviews, he had a crack at listing a couple of outlawed tackles, including a couple I'm not actually that familiar with.
Who names these? The chicken wing, the growler. My favourite used to be the crowler. The prowler.
Didn't you say the growler?
Yep. No, I did not.
You said the growler.
I did not. That would be my favourite.
I'm sure there's a good reason it's outlawed. But,
How uncouth.
How uncouth. But
Mum will be disgusted,
yeah.
honestly. Now, Grand Final 2025.
Yes, been a bit of movement in this market over the course of the weekend. So 3 of the top 4 sides actually had a loss. The Penrith Panthers, though, they just scraped home, of course, but they continue to firm $4.50 now. $26 a couple of weeks ago. The punters are all over them. The Raiders and the Dogs, after their losses, they've slid a little bit. But, yeah, the Panthers, they're the big story. They continue to firm.
What about top 4?
Top 4, well, I think the Panthers are the one team that can maybe scrape in there. The Warriors left the door ajar for them with their loss. So it's between them and the Warriors. But, yeah, they've got pretty similar runs home, but just the form that the Panthers are in at the moment, the Warriors have started to drop a few games you'd expect them to win. $2.40, I think they're well worth a look.
Now, what about one of the greatest South players of all time, the Clive Churchill medal?
Yes, well, now's a good time to get involved. Nathan Cleary, he's been pretty well supported, obviously, and the money keeps coming for him as the Panthers firm up as well. But I've got all the number 7s there on your graphic at the moment. I mean, Lockie Galvin, a little bit quiet today, but if the Dogs go on a run, he'll be worth a look. There's a couple of 6s not there. Cam Munster, pretty well backed at about $9. Ethan Strange, 34 as well.
I was going to say, I reckon he's worth a crack. Ethan Strange.
Absolutely.
You look at him, he's the sort of guy you reckon on Grand Final they could score a double.
100%. Now's a good time to have a look at that market, though. A bit of value there for sure.
Now, the other end of the table, Spoon.
Yes, we've got a new outright favourite. Hate to say it, boys. Odds-on favourites now are the Rabbitohs. 9 wins, 9 losses in a row. The Titans, they've eased a little bit, but next week's a very big game. Spoon Bowl up there at Seabus Super Stadium. The Titans $1.50 in that one. That's going to be a huge game, but yeah, it's looking like it's a race between those two sides.
Players coming back, though.
Yeah, plenty of players coming back. It's not all over yet, but yeah, we'll see how that one unfolds. Get them on side tonight, by the way. 8.20. So stick around for that
Gee,
one.
Sugar's on fire, isn't he?
Oh, mate, sounded like beach. Well, Shawnee tipped up the Tigers at $3.
13 plus.
Yeah, at $11.
Wow.
So get around it.
Yeah, Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Now, boys, Keon, thanks for coming over. Tell us. Good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. Good luck for the rest of the year. Good on you, Good on you, mate. Hammy, the final word to you, mate. Do the Tigers go back-to-back next week?
Well, we got the bye, so fingers crossed. We'll get Manly the week after.
Good on you, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on Thursday night. Bye-bye.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.